Hello guys, what's up? Adrian here from AppSeed. In this video I will present our latest product, which is built in React and Node.js. The product is open source, it's built with the team's agency. We have a partnership with those amazing guys. The product it's a simple open source full stack product which is built using the React UI, and the backend is coded in Node.js. The API is super simple, covers only the authentication, JWT token authentication. The React UI knows how to communicate with the backend, has all the flow already coded for you. The product is open source, can be downloaded directly from GitHub without an account on AppSeed. Of course, we are super happy to have you on board. For the support, please know that we cover the live support in Discord, but only for registered users. Let's try to build the product, both parts, backend and frontend, and see how it goes. Right here on the product page, which is the link is saved in the video description. You have any user can access the documentation link. Also, the demo is up and running, but without connected to a real backend. It's just the UI, just to visualize all the pages, all the elements. The logout is not working, of course. Okay, let's try to build the product by following the build instructions provided here in the official documentation. Just to give you a short insight before we build the product, you need to build the backend first, to have the API up and running. After that, we will build the React UI, which and the configuration between front-end and back-end, it's already done. We should be able to use the product right away. Let's start coding the product. I will create here, let's say, work, learn. Okay. In this newly created in this newly created directory, I will clone I will download the server part. So this is the code. Okay. Let's use Visual Code to see the project sources. The build instructions can be found here in the README, and also are listed here. Let's install the first step. Of course, after we download the sources, is to install the dependencies. We can do that using npm or yarn. My favorite tool is yarn, but feel free to use npm. The setup is faster with yarn because he has a smart cache system and is reusing what you have already on the local system, and the compilation phase might be faster using yarn. Now all the packages are downloaded and compiled locally. To test the API, we will use Postman. Probably many of you already heard about Postman. It's a free tool to interact with your API, with API servers. You can send requests, configure parameters, and so on. we'll use it in this video to test the API. Okay. The Node.js server uses Mongo document database, and in the near future we will release other versions that uses SQLite, so you don't need to have a up and running database server. Let's connect to the Mongo database and see and visualize the existing users. Just to start from zero, I will delete all existing users. We have two. Okay, active sessions. All this information comes from my previous tests and from my development. Let's make a short cleanup. Okay. So we have all dependencies installed in for our Node.js server. Another important fact is that this product uses TypeScript, so it's quite nice. Let's follow the README. Now we have the instructions: your dev and your start. The dev command will start in development mode, and the start will use the production build. We will start in development mode. Yarn dev. Okay, this will take a while to compile all the TypeScript sources and render the server. Once we start and test the API server, we'll move to the front end, to the very dashboard, and test the UI with our backend. Okay, sorry. Now the server is started on port 5000. It's connected to the Mongo database. Let's test the registration and all other actions provided by the API. The first one is, of course, the registration of the new user. We have here the URL, which is 5000 API users register. The API action is post, and this is the request body. Let's create a new user. We have a successful message. The user was successfully registered. If we go to the Mongo database, we'll see that we have a new user here. Okay, if we want to test the API and use the same email to create the user, we'll have an error message which is flagged as email already taken, which is quite nice. The second step is to authenticate the user. So we have here the login action, API users login. Let's authenticate the user. On success, the API will return the JWT token, the user ID, and the user and the email. So in this moment, we have a user. We define the user. The user can successfully authenticate into the API server, and the next logical step is to move to the React UI and try to connect our dashboard to the backend. Let's go back to the documentation page. We have here instructions. Okay. Okay. Basically, we are using the same steps. Let's install the dependencies by using yarn or npm install. I will use yarn. To follow the build instructions, you have all the information here in the README. Now the project dependencies are installed and compiled by the operating system tooling. This might take a while, so we need to wait a little. Once the compilation is finished, we need to just to call yarn using start argument, and the UI should be up and running and communicate on each request with our Node.js API backend. The product looks super nice. It's built on top of Material UI. Shortly with a premium version will come, but this might be enough for many developers to build really nice products. The product has a permissive license which allows the usage for hobby projects, for commercial projects. No credit is required to link to AppSeed or to code with teams. So just use the product, take the source code, play with it. You can also use it for learning projects. You just need to, in case you want to get familiar with React, with Node.js. We are here at AppSeed. We are huge open source fans because we've learned a lot from the open source ecosystem, and even that AppSeed is a commercial platform and we have commercial products. Most of our products are open source and free because we strongly believe that you need to, in case you've learned from open source ecosystem, it's quite natural to return something to the open source ecosystem once you have an income and you have a business. So in the future, we will keep our business model where a big part of our products are open source, and anyone can use our products and get support for free without paying anything. So in case any of you have a suggestion or some, I don't know, modules or feature are missing from any of our products, feel free to chat with us in Discord. We are here 24/7. Many users are using our products. We are hitting 1,000 users here. So don't be shy and just join our Discord and chat with us, suggest features, and we'll do our best to code them and provide back to the community once the new features are tested and ready for production. This UI takes longer than the backend, being much complex, has more modules, and also the compilation speeds depends on your network speed. If you have a not so fast connection to the internet, the compilation phase might take longer. Just to make a parenthesis, until the compilation is completed, this is not the only React product we have. If any one of you have the time, just go to the free dashboard section, and here there is another React product, also open source and free, which is built on top of data-able design from coded teams. The product has an identical architecture and code base in terms of feature, and the same setup by compiling the backend, and also the front end can be applied on this product. Feel free to use it also in your development in case you like the design, and it's quite popular. The bootstrap versions are quite popular on AppSeed, are bestsellers, and also the open source versions are used by many developers and agencies across the globe. Okay, with a little help from God, the compilation is almost finished. Yeah. Now the next step is to start the UI. So we follow up the instruction provided in the README. We call yarn start. Now the React will bootstrap the project, and we should see the UI running in the browser. Sometimes the React scripts starts are not so fast. Okay, so the browser window is open automatically. We need to wait a while to load all the UI and the interface. So previously we've created a user with the password, simple password pass, and then simple email test at AppSeed. We should be able to connect directly with this account, because the front end will communicate with the backend. The user is already registered, and we should pass the authentication using the credential previously used to create the test user. After that, we will log out and create another user using the React interface, the React UI, and see how it goes with that new user. Also in the UI, also in the Mongo database, just to take a look at the information. Okay. More products will come in this architecture, because we are in a phase when more backends will comes up in the next few months. This is the Node.js version. It's the only one. It's the first one. We will provide also Flash, Django, and Fast API. Where we will move after that to other Node.js backends, like frameworks like Koa, and other frameworks that are getting traction from in the developers communities. The other important fact that might be interested to understand. Okay, so if once we we have the UI up and running. If we try to access the root of the project, we will be redirected automatically to the authenticated to the login page. Let's try to authenticate using an user that is not registered into the API server. Wrong credentials, we should see this error. Okay, let's use the test user, tested AppSeed with the password, our simple password pass. We can visualize here the password. Okay, so now the authentication is correct. We can see the private pages, which is quite nice. Okay, let's log out and create another user. Don't have an account. Let's create this user test2. The username is test2. The email is test2@appseed.es. You can use this simple password or choose another one, your choice. Cool. On success, the user is redirected to the login page. Now the current user is completed. The information is added by the browser automatically. It's test2@appseed is the newly created user. Let's use it, and we have a user authenticated into the application. If we go to the Mongo database, we can see the other user defined here. So the first one was created using the API server. The second one is created using the React interface. That's all, folks. The application, I repeat, is open source. You can use it. More modules will come. For now, all those charts are just dummy information. There is no link between the charts and the backend, but we will add the necessary code in the future. Feel free to use the product. Feel free to join our team on Discord, our community on Discord, and feel free to suggest features and things that you might find useful for your development and your projects. Thanks for watching. My name is Adrian. We are AppSeed, and we are super happy to start a new product line with React that will be listed on AppSeed quite soon. More products will come, and see you soon on other products. Bye.